What's up, YouTube?
Hey, YouTube. Welcome back to our channel, Checking Out the Box.
We back. I know it's been a little minute. It's we about to have a lot of content for y'all. Y'all really gonna like August and everything we got lined up. So.
Before we hop right in, we would like to thank all of our subscribers. We want to thank all you guys for the support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button and subscribe, hit that bell.
So y'all can be notified every time we make a video. And, you know, y'all can become a part of one of the greatest YouTube families in the country.
Like, comment, and, you know, help us expand our channel. And we're on the road to 10K, so support us, y'all. Help us get there. And we got a lot of good stuff coming in the near future for you guys.
We gonna just hop right into it. We talking about 7 things every new owner-operator should know. Number one is, I talk about this a lot too in the lives. I talk about this a lot in the consultations. Understand you a business now, all right? So, you know, what that means is we're not just, you know, we all in this together, y'all. We not just self-employed.
Right.
We're not just, you know, entrepreneurs.
We're not just drivers.
We're not just drivers, yeah. So you're a business person now. Be business oriented. Be organized. Sacrifice. You know, be willing to, you know, make certain adjustments and changes and stuff like that. You know, feed your brain too. Read books. Do a lot of research, you guys. If it's YouTube, stay on YouTube real heavy. Keep a, you know, we keep one. Keep a notebook. You know, different things like that. So just, you know, make sure, you know, you're getting yourself all the way together and you putting a lot of respect on that business title that you got. So, you know, I would say that. Just make sure you guys are definitely doing that.
So another thing would be calculating like real cost of repairs. So especially if you bought your truck. Now, if you bought your truck, you really have to focus on that heavy. You could break down anytime on the road. We've seen plenty of box trucks and semis breaking down. So you're going to have to calculate into your overhead the cost of the repair, the cost of the parts, the cost of like oil changes and stuff. So, you know, luckily for us, we went the rental route. And, you know, since we pay that fee per mile, that takes care of our maintenance for us. So, but
we still calculated that.
Right.
So, you know, either way, we calculated maintenance costs. For you guys out there running semis or just box truck or hot shot or whatever, just make sure y'all calculating them real costs. And we're going to combine that one with the next one, which is fuel costs.
Right.
That's very, very, very important. I'll tell you one thing, too. I just talked about this on a recent consultation. A very nice lady and her husband asked me about, you know, fuel cards and credit cards and things like that. We use the fuel card. As you guys know, we use RTS fuel card. But we use the fuel card. But let me tell you why. And let me tell you how we combine things that we do. Because we don't just limit ourselves to one thing. So in that situation, we use the fuel card. Why RTS fuel cards? Because we automatically saved at Pilots and Flying J's a certain amount. And then there were other gas stations where we saved up to 50, 60 cents off the gallons. But there's going to be those small towns. There's going to be those awkward places where, you know, they might not have the best deal, or maybe it'll be 12 cents off. So, or it might be a little more or less off at a different place. So what we did was, what we do.
So in that situation, like he said, we never limit ourselves. We had the Gas Buddy app that one of our subscribers told us to download.
Shout out to you. That was clutch. We still use that to this day.
I used it the other day for my regular car to find the cheapest gas.
Yeah.
So you can do any gas, but, you know, specifically diesel, since we're talking about trucks here. So we use the Gas Buddy app. We use RTS. Mainly those was the two. If we couldn't find anything on RTS, we just straight did Gas Buddy. And also, if you're
somebody told us about Mud Flap too. We haven't used it yet, but that's another one that you could partner up with your gas card. That way you could, you know, save a little bit on fuel. Them costs, you know, add up.
And then if you're in a small city, if they have a Sam's Club, check their gas price. Because, you know, Sam's Club usually be having that cheap gas. You know, I love Sam's. Shout out to Sam's. Look up your local Sam's, because they do sell diesel there. Certain ones, though. So make sure y'all check that out first, because, like, there's a few that don't. But for the majority, they do sell diesel. look them up because you could get it for like $2 something. If you on the west where gas expensive like $3-4, you saving like $2 right there going to Sam's using your Sam's card.
Bingo.
Yep. And also for the gas, make sure. So I've seen online that if you stay anywhere between 55, which is slow, but 55 to 65 miles per hour on the interstate, that's fuel efficient. So it'll cut back on gas, so you can save a little gas not going as fast, you know.
And a lot of the box trucks go slower anyway. A lot of y'all who've been following our journey, you guys know that we averaged about 8.8 miles per gallon, which was pretty good. We were shooting for 10. We never really hit 10. Even when it was empty, we ain't really hit 10. But, 8.8 to, 9 point something, I think might have been the best. But we averaged 8.8. I don't think we've ever slipped under that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But, yeah, a lot of the times the box trucks are slow. Budget, they had 90 on the dash. We never went over 75, though, unless we were floating.
Right.
If we was floating, then, we'll let it float, But like she said, we'll put it on cruise control or we'll just keep our foot steady on the pedal because sometimes cruise control can be, a little less.
Yeah, depending on if you're going through up a hill or a mountain.
Yeah.
It'll drop down, but, the engine or however cruise control work is like pushing the engine hard to get it back up to that regular speed.
So, another thing is hire an accountant, guys. We aren't financial experts.
Right.
Obviously, even just, financial literacy, if you're not too familiar with that and things like that, just hire an accountant so you don't mess up. This is your business. Take a lot of pride into it. Treat it as such. Don't try to half it, you guys. Just make sure you're doing everything calculated.
And especially because if this is your first business taxes is different from like what our regular taxes is. Like, before we started a business, we're working a regular job and, they're just sending us the forms in the mail, like the W-9s, W-2s and all that. And so you are your own business now. So you have to get on that stuff and make sure you don't get in trouble with the IRS because we don't have time for that. And nobody got time for them to be trying to come back and take money from us. So hire an accountant that, that's their expertise. So, they'll hook you up.
I'll give y'all some sauce, too. I think it's 1-888 accountant or 1-800 accountant. I forget which one, but LegalZoom recommended them to us. And we haven't got in touch with them just yet. Yeah. However, we've always had a plan and known that within 90 days of that season, we will be, getting in touch with an accountant. Now, we're pretty good at keeping up with our paperwork. I have all of our emails, all of our receipts and invoices separated. Yep. We have one account for all of our business expenses. We have one account where all the money goes into. So, we definitely are on track. There's another thing. What is it? Is it QuickBooks? Yeah. I highly recommend that too. I hope I didn't mess up the name, y'all. But QuickBooks is another one that's real good at, helping you keep everything organized.
Yeah.
So,
and make sure y'all saving y'all receipts, whether it's gas or anything you spend on your business. Keep all that because at the end of the year, you'll give all that to your accountant and they'll handle the tax situation for you.
Bingo. And that kind of just rolls into the next one, which is finances.
Yep.
Pay attention, you guys. Operation costs, all that stuff is serious. Pay attention to what's coming out versus what's coming in. Operation costs, we talk about it all the time, again on live. Make sure, because some loads might be, you might can afford to take a load that I might can't afford to take. Yep. I might can afford to take a load that you might can't afford to take. Cut back on overhead costs. If you're going over the road like we did, try to really limit yourself on, the money you're spending on different things like food and, hotels and just stuff like that. Just don't be trying to stay at, the JW and the Ritz-Carlton when y'all out there over the road. Just go ahead and get you the Motel 6 or, something might not gotta be that.
Find something.
We didn't do that, but, get y'all something that's at least kind of cool. A lodge or something.
So what I was doing was going on Priceline for us, and they be having like little express deals or VIP deals, some type of money off where you could get decent amount of a decent room for maybe like 50, 60 a night. We never spent no more than 80 a night on a room. So just make sure y'all taking advantage of them discounts online. everything. And as far as finances, try to do like a monthly P&L, like watch your see what your profits are, see what your losses are, and balance that out to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, keep a real good eye on y'all bank, y'all, and your statements, at the end of the month. Make sure you calculate that and just pay attention, because you guys, it can really creep up on you, know, and then just, you want to be able to look at the different months and say, okay, see what's different, be able to calculate what's different, so you're not too affected. And if you do see something that you can start lining everything up. Okay, this month we was able to make 15,000. This one we only made 13. What was the reason for that 2,000 separation? Stuff like that. Or even if you had a major fall off or a major jump, see what the difference was, and so you can keep doing it and getting better and better and better and better. So
so try to do that monthly and see what you can always lower or cut back on each month to bring in more profit.
Definitely, guys.
So now this one we kind of talked about in our last video. Try to consider buying a used truck, especially around this time due to supply and demand. These rental rates are outrageous.
They done changed the game, y'all. I seen a lot of people in the comments. They was like, they don't want to see us eat. They don't. You gotta finesse, though. You do gotta finesse whichever way you take.
Yes.
Whether you take the rental route, buying a used truck, leasing a truck, or just buying a brand new truck. Just make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense to where whatever option y'all choose, it adds up right. But definitely consider these lesser options
that benefit you, and
especially your startup costs.
Yep. We had somebody tell us they bought their box truck for about $20,000. You see Demetrius buying his for like $13 or whatever. So if you see something like that, that's a deal. Yeah. That's consider buying a used truck, because that can save you, especially right now. And the rates probably might be like this for a while, only because all these holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's about to be busy. So
if you get a truck, or if you already got a truck, man, keep it, y'all.
Yeah.
Especially if you got sweet rates, keep it. Keep it.
Yep.
And just turn that in. Like again, I had did a recent a lady that had a mentorship, and I was telling them, I was like, you guys are really getting started at a pretty good time. And they asked me, he said, how long do you think we should be over the road? I said, man, we was over the road, 60 days straight before we even thought about hopping on. And she didn't even want to stop then. We planned on going at
let's
least
go
90.
another 30.
Yeah. And I told them, I said, with it being so sweet right now, with us only being a couple months into deep or away from deep peak season, you might could even just tough it all the way out till December, knowing that supposedly January, February, and March is slow. You might sit back, you know what I'm saying, or at least be okay with those lesser rates that you're gonna get, in the off season they call it. So that's what I'll say about that for sure.
And last but not least, another thing to consider. Networking.
Definitely.
Well, actually, don't even consider it. You do that. Like you won't survive without networking in this business. Get out here and get your name in with them shippers and brokers.
Build them relationships.
Yep.
Talk to people. It's all kind of, networking is huge.
Yeah.
Like we said all the way back, going to the beginning of the video about number one, you're a business now. Networking is key.
Yep.
Networking, finessing, whatever y'all want to call it out there. That's how you're going to get them lower rates that you want. Networking is how you're going to be able to build a relationship. Networking is how you might be able to buy a truck for cheap if you want to buy it. Networking is how you're going to be able to get those cheaper factoring rates and stuff.
Maybe get you a route. Anything.
Yeah. Networking is how you're going to be able to, start getting involved with these affiliate programs for your company, right? I highly recommend y'all document y'all journey like we did and everybody else is doing. So, so you can get all that comes with that. So, and then that's a big part of another thing. It's like a blessing. We're having consultations with people back to back to back, and these are people scattered all across the country. And they got access to different things or know about different things that we don't know about, and we're both sharing information, so we're networking with each other. And then by the duration of the call, you know, it's not just a one-time thing or a one conversation thing. No, we just created a business relationship between my company and your company. We can network all kinds of stuff. You can tell me about, you know, about how you was able to get your truck for so cheap, and I could be able to use that as a resource whenever. And then you will be feeling, you should always feel just as comfortable to communicate with me and my girl with the mentorship that you have. So I love it, you guys. I really do. Networking is something that we pride in.
That is valuable.
Yeah, it's like the whole foundation. It's the foundation of our company.
Yep. So that's pretty much everything for this video. We hope that y'all take away something from this. Really listen to it, write it down, whatever, and you know, practice it. Like, you gotta really, you are a business owner, so it's important, especially if you want to see growth. If you want to grow your company, you need to do all this to make sure you're on the right track and set yourself up for success.
Absolutely. Set yourself up,
and
set your company up.
Yeah.
You know how good it's gonna be for me and her to look back and be like, man, remember it was just me and you. Now we responsible for paying 100 people. Or 200 people, or, you know, we done got $1 million company. It's 10 of us. We close knit, stuff like that. Like, that's what we trying to get to. Y'all know what one box truck can get y'all. Y'all know that can get y'all a $250,000. So just do the math. I'm trying to get $1 million. You know, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that same foundation or that same blueprint. My apologies, that other people put out there, and we're gonna try to do it, put our spin on it and our originality on it, and make it work. Just like y'all. Y'all gonna watch us, and you gonna know what? You gonna say, you gonna watch us, you gonna watch that other channel, you gonna read that book, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, you gonna put all that together, and you gonna come up with your way of doing it, and then it's gonna work for you, and then, you know.
Yeah, so y'all, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more. Like he said, August is about to be a huge month. We about to have a lot of new content for y'all. Y'all really gonna love it. And yeah, we can't wait.
I can't wait, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of stuff coming up. August, we jam-packing y'all with content. We got a surprise for y'all. We got a lot of things going on. Yeah, so I will give y'all a sneak peek, but no. So just keep watching, and y'all gonna see.
All right, till next time, y'all.
Trucking out the box, y'all. We out. Peace.